Hello, greetings to everyone. We, the team of three, A. Saicharan, D. Oblesai, B. Praneeth, are working on a problem statement solar panel with solar tracker without power consumption. Before getting into our problem statement, let me introduce the basics of production of electricity. There are many ways to produce electricity. Some of them are coal, hydro, natural gas, nuclear, wind, solar, etc. Coal. Major production of electricity is achieved through coal, a thermal power plant, which is around 75% of the total power generation. It takes 1100 pounds of coal to generate 1 megawatt hour of electricity, which is a massive consumption of coal to generate the electricity. The next, hydropower. Hydroelectricity is a form of renewable energy that involves the generation of electricity from the movement of water. It produces around 12.3% of power generation out of total power generation. It is an affordable source of electricity that costs less than most of other means. When there is a reduction of water in dam reservoir, the amount of electricity produced is very less as compared to its general production. Next, natural gas. Natural gas is a fossil fuel that is commonly used to produce electricity. It produces 6% of total power generation. Extracting natural gas through hydraulic fracturing can have negative impacts on water and air quantity as well as on local communities. Burning natural gas still produces greenhouse gas emissions, although at a lower level, coal or oil. The next, wind energy. Wind energy is an excellent way to produce electricity in a clean and sustainable way. It is an intermittent source of energy, which means it is not always available when needed. It holds 7% of stake out of its total power generation. Here comes the term that is required for a problem statement solar energy. Solar energy is a type of renewable energy that is derived from the sun. Photovoltaic cells are made of semiconductor materials such as silicon, which convert the sunlight into direct current. Solar energy can be clean and cost effective way to produce electricity. The production of electricity is very high when a solar panel faces the sunlight directly. Here comes our problem statement. Solar panel with the solar tracking device without power consumption. Let me explain my problem statement in different perspectives. Technical perspective. The problem statement highlights the need for a solar tracking device that does not consume power, which poses a technical challenge for designers and engineers. This would require the development of a solar tracking device system that operates without external power sources such as batteries or grid connections. Economic perspective. The cost of electricity production from solar panels is a key consideration for customers, and the efficient way of the solar panel system is a major factor in determining the cost. By using the solar panel with the solar tracking device without power consumption, customers can reduce their energy costs and increase their return on investment. Materials perspective. The materials used in the construction of the solar panels and solar tracking devices, including their durability, efficiency, and environmental impact. Environmental perspective. Customers are increasingly concerned about the environmental impact of their energy consumption. A solar panel with a solar tracking device would be an environmentally friendly option for generating electricity as it would reduce the carbon footprint associated with the traditional energy sources. Market perspective. The solar energy market is highly competitive and the customers have many options to choose from. A solar panel with a solar tracking device would be a unique selling point that could help differentiate a company's product from the competitors and attract more customers. Regulatory perspective. Government and regulatory bodies are increasingly promoting the use of renewable energy sources like solar power to reduce the carbon emissions and combat climate change. A solar panel with a solar tracking device would align with these goals and could be eligible for the regulatory incentives and subsidies. Here comes the last, the global perspective. The impact of solar panel technology on a global scale, including its potential to provide clean, renewable energy to communities in developing countries and reduce reliance on the fossil fuels. Before I introduce who are the customers, let me explain you who is a customer. Customer is the one who is in a need of a product and who can pay to afford for the product. So these are the customers for our problem statement. The homeowners, business, large scale industries, schools, government agencies. Why are they called customers? Because they can reduce their reliance on fossil fuels, contribute to a cleaner, more sustainable environment, can generate more electricity than a fixed solar panel because it can follow the sun and capture more of its energy, eliminating power consumption from the solar tracking device. As being a homeowner, let me introduce the perspective of the homeowner. As most of them choose an cost efficient way, this will result in a greater return on investment and a faster payback period for the customers. Let me give you a simple example. If the cost ranges from 8K to 20K for a 350 watt panel based on the brand like Luminous, Loom, Tata, etc., and also on the type of the panel like mono or poly. Assuming I want the decent power, how much you need to spend for your house really depends upon the requirements and appliances you want to run. I'll just share the example configuration so that you can get a better idea. If I have a 1 kilowatt setup so that it would be sufficient to power my lighting circuit throughout the day, lights, fans, TV, mixer, chimney, daytime load. 4 LED lights, 14 watt each, 14 into 4, 56 watt. 3 fans, 75 watt each. 3 into 75, that is 225 watt. Or 50-inch TV, which will cost me around 250 watt. Mixer chimney 500 watt, total to 550 watt excluding the mixture. For ideal scenario, I will assume that all this will need to be powered by the panels. So I have three panels of luminous polycrystalline totaling 980 watt. This will easily generate the 550 watt that I need. And even if I run the mixture on top of this, it holds the supply. So you can expect the panels to power the above load for 8 hours with a decent brightness, at least in Bangalore conditions from June through this November, based on my observation. 1.5 kVA luminous hybrid inverter NXE1800. Note, hybrid inverter is smart enough to switch to normal power supply in case the solar panel can't support the current load. Just it's like an example. It's like if the solar panels can't support the current load, my inverter is smart enough to switch on and to normal power supply when it's required. 2x Massimo tall tabular batteries of 2 Ah each. A mesh grill stand, wiring from the panels to the inverter, labor. Total cost me around 92K. Exactly a year has passed since the installation, and here comes the review of my 1 kilowatt of grid setup. No power cut felt in the past year despite several long day outages. This is the biggest advantage. Maximum units per month has been under 277, that too after replacing a 6 kg top load washing machine with a 10.5 kg front load one 7 months ago. Minimum reading has been 131 during the December. Previously, meter was reading as high as 400 units. Savings range from 500 per month to 1500 per month. On an average, 12K per year save. Tried to fully off grid for the lightning circuit, and the setup sustained for 38 hours before the battery got exhausted. Power consumption is decent even in rainy season or winter season. Output is high in summer. However, you are more than offset it by overusing the AC and the additional load on the refrigerator and the water motor. Here comes the last perspective, that is the government perspective. Government want to generate as much as electricity as possible from their solar panels to reduce their reliance on traditional energy resources. They're increasing in, they're increasingly interested in environmentally friendly options for the energy generation. And a solar panel with a solar tracking device without power consumption would align with this goal. Using the renewable energy sources like solar power can help reduce the carbon footprint of the customers and contribute to a cleaner, more sustainable environment. This is our research on customer perspective in different ways on the mentioned my problem statement. Thank you.